These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonials appearing on this site are not affiliated with Plexus Worldwide Incorporated. They are individual experiences reflecting real-life experiences of those who have used our products in some way or another. However, they are individual results, and results do vary. We do not claim that they are typical results that consumers will generally achieve. The testimonials are not necessarily representative of all those who will use our products and/or services.
Welcome to Fun with Plexus. Today is an amazing interview. I have with me Sapphire Ambassador Whitney Warr. How cool is that? Right, Sapphire Ambassador Whitney Warr. She made a video. It went a little viral. I know we on Team 1 watched it, and it was awesome. So, I got in touch with her to say, hey, listen, come to Fun with Plexus, let's do an interview, and let's pick your brain a little bit. So, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. So you're welcome. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do health and business journey first, and then we're going to get in the Plexus questions. Plexus questions, each one starts with the letter of Plexus, P-L-E-X-U-S. But we'll get to those in a minute. But without further ado, we have Sapphire Ambassador Whitney Warr. Again, thank you for being here. I appreciate it greatly. So first question, straight out of the box, what has been your health journey with Plexus?
All right. Well, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. So my health journey actually is kind of interesting because that's not why I joined Plexus, which I know is a lot different than many ambassadors. But I was not actively seeking for an opportunity to improve my health or that of my family. Although, looking back now, I see how much we desperately needed that blessing in our lives as well. I joined for the financial opportunity, very clearly. But turns out Plexus has provided that incredible blessing for our family. But even better is the way these products have changed my family's health in exceptional ways. Right. Myself, I was hypoglycemic. I no longer deal with any of those symptoms, and I have better energy, honestly, now at age 37 than I did when I was in high school. I love to top poop.
Right.
I never was regular before Plexus, and I didn't realize how critical that was for good health, so that's something that, I'm blessed with now. And also, I kicked a really bad sugar addiction myself, and that's just the tip of the iceberg for me. But for my husband and my oldest son, these products have been absolutely life-changing, and that they are kind of the base of my strongest testimonial. My oldest son, he dealt with major sinus issues his whole life. Yep. He had really bad seasonal allergies, and 2 or 3 years before we started Plexus, he really struggled with a lot of anxiety and depression, and that was really hard as a mother to watch him go through that.
Sure.
And in all honesty, he is a completely different person today than before we started Plexus, and I really believe that was the reason that God led me here. I was asking for a financial opportunity for our family, and I did receive that. But what's even better is how my son's life is completely changed and better. He's so healthy. He's so happy. And that's my crown blessing with Plexus. My husband, he also has a pretty incredible testimonial. He's kind of a workout fanatic, very healthy guy by most people's standards, yet his blood work wasn't good. In the first 4 months on Plexus, his triglycerides actually dropped over 100 points, and we have that in writing from a doctor. He didn't change his diet significantly. I mean, a few changes thanks to Plexus. He didn't crave diet soda anymore. He didn't really care for sweets as much. But other than that, Plexus was the only thing he changed. He kept the same workout regimen and just exceptional health turnaround for him. That's been huge. And he was even told that he'd have to have surgery on an injured shoulder that was really bothering him to the point where he'd been to the doctor several times. He couldn't sleep on his side anymore. He quit playing softball. He quit lifting heavy weights, and he was really miserable. Right. And thanks to Plexus, we avoided a surgery. I really believe that Plexus saved us from a surgery. So our health journey life-changing, and I believe in these products like nothing else.
Right. Well, and that's the thing, that it doesn't matter how you get in, the products work, and that's the amazing that's the amazing part for the basis of all of it. So, now, how did you first put together the business opportunity, and what has been your growth as far as that's concerned?
Well, as I said, that's the reason I joined Plexus, and my story is a little different than most because I was seeking out Plexus for the financial opportunity. Like I said, I had a past experience in direct sales of pretty decent success, 8.5 years in a party plan type of a business, and direct sales, which is much different. I didn't really understand the big difference between network marketing and direct sales until I was forced with kind of a very traumatic situation, and I had to take a look and see what else was out there. And I did a lot of research that helped me understand how network marketing is, in my opinion, far superior to direct sales, and it has much more residual earning opportunity.
Right.
Not only that, but in my research, I learned that health and wellness is the #1 most profitable industry in the world. So that helped make my decision to choose Plexus as well.
Sure.
But what really caught my attention was, I looked, you name it, I probably researched it and looked into it. I was comparing compensation plans. I was comparing, I had a whole list of questions. I made a big old questionnaire that I was sending to people in every company, every network marketing, every direct sales, even outside, that I could get my hands on and get them to answer these questions for me. And I researched high and low, and Plexus was just different. And I didn't understand what made it different when I first looked at it.
Right.
But what I could see is that there were a lot of people making an incredible income quickly here.
Yep.
Versus, every company has that 1 or 2 people that everyone knows their name at the top, but no one really knows them personally. But with Plexus, it was different, and I could see that. And come to find out, Plexus is superior and different because they designed their own compensation plan, which is much different than most any other company out there. And they're extremely generous with it because they're debt-free, so they can do that.
Right.
So that really caught my attention, and I joined, I jumped in head first, seeing the opportunity that was here. I also really prayed for guidance and felt really directed towards Plexus. And so once I had my answer, I went in, full force. And I shared with so much confidence and excitement because I did enough homework and enough research that I, in all honesty, believe that there's nothing better out there. And that's the type of confidence and excitement that I was sharing with people.
Right.
So people jumped on with me right away. I was sharing facts and statistics that people couldn't argue with.
Right.
And just my confidence and level of excitement really attracted them. So I had a lot of people join with me even that very first month. And then it just kind of snowballed from there. I think a main key to my success was the fact that because I was sharing the business opportunity first, and I was sharing it with so much boldness and confidence, I had a lot of business builders from day one.
Right.
And that's why my growth was so exponential and quick. Not quicker than, there's other people that have done it much faster than I have. I took it at a pace that was right for my family, but I couldn't have done that if I wouldn't have had business builders from day one.
Right. Well, and the fact that the company splits the profits, half for the ambassadors and half for themselves, you don't find, because I've done the same thing. I've looked at all the other possibilities, and there is no other company that I can see that has that out there that literally says, okay, we're going to split this right down the middle, 50-50. So that's an awesome thing for Plexus, and that's one of the reasons that I got in. So, now becomes I love this part. These are the Plexus questions. Each one, again, starts with the letter of Plexus, P-L-E-X-U-S. So, here we go. P, products. Products are the cornerstone of our business. What is the product that has made the biggest difference for your health?
It's so hard to choose just one, but you know what? I'm going to pick one that I think gets understated and it doesn't get the attention that it really deserves, which is the BioCleanse.
Okay.
And I know that so many people believe the BioCleanse is just to regulate your bowels, underestimate how incredibly life-changing this one product is, because of the fact that it oxygenates your body and your system, and disease cannot thrive or survive in a highly oxygenated environment. The fact that it cleans your arteries, it promotes collagen production, it helps with so many different issues. And if you do your own research and you go Google magnesium deficiency, you'd be amazed of all the different symptoms that people deal with that just BioCleanse alone can help with.
Absolutely.
So BioCleanse for me is number one.
All right. Awesome. And you're not alone. Most people that I talk to are like, well, I can't pick just one. So I've had a lot of people who've picked two. But, so, L, leadership is vital to having success. What is the most important thing your upline has taught you?
Definitely lead by example. I struggled myself, and I've seen other people always, trying to breathe life into a team that is, kind of lifeless by nature. And what I found in my own experience and watching my upline is the most effective way you can lead is by example. And just inspire people. Like, just go all in and gung-ho and turn around and you'll see people following you.
Right.
It seems to me that for me personally, that's much more effective than trying to, raise life from the dead, if that makes sense.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely makes sense. Okay, so now E, education. Education can be the key to unlock the wealth of knowledge in our business. What is the one thing that you learned early that is still true today?
Well, to me, I think for me personally in my journey, the thing that has been, the one thing that's so consistent with me is that everyone's looking for an opportunity to earn extra income. And when you can promote that to people, there are people that'll join Plexus with you. And obviously everyone has their health issues.
Right.
But everyone is willing to listen when you can share in the right way that you have something that can change their financial situation and improve that. Because, as sad as it is, like, everyone has their issues with their health, but most people, when they lay down their head on their pillow at night, they're more concerned about how they're going to pay their car payment or feed their family this month than they are about their digestive issues or, their funky growth under their toenails or whatever.
Right.
So I really find that if you can promote that part first, you're reaching a whole new level of opportunity.
Awesome. Great words. So, X. What's he going to do with X? How can I really use X? Here's how I want to use X. X marks the spot on a map. What is your hidden treasure that you found works best in your business?
Really focusing on personal development has been key for me. And so I think that that's something that growth and leadership follows as you develop yourself by nature. And so that's been one thing that I always have to be consistent with. And I find when I falter on that, then I struggle. So personal development all the way is what I believe in. And it's the one thing, luckily, that you have the most control over.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, understanding the products is fundamental to growing in your business. What is your go-to resource for education about products?
Well, I have found a hidden gem in YouTube, and I've discovered that you can go to YouTube and search Plexus and anything you can imagine, and you're probably going to find an incredible wealth of information. And usually it's going to come from very, very knowledgeable jewel ambassadors or people with a nutritionist background or things like that, like experts in that category, whatever it is you're looking for. So whenever I really want to learn more and more in depth into a certain product or the compensation plan or a certain objection that my team is facing, I go to YouTube, I type in the search Plexus and cost objection or Plexus and Edge, Plexus, and whatever it is, and I just find a wealth of information on there, and I find it to be very consistent and very helpful. So I turn around and take that information back to my team regularly, and it's really been an incredible resource for me.
Awesome. So, S, sustainability. Sustainability can help everyone grow in this company. What is the best tip that you have learned from your upline that you made sure to pass on to your downline?
Well, we call them IPAs, income producing activity. And what I find is no matter what level of success you reach with this business and what rank you attain, it's always about IPAs every day. I really believe that we'll never hit that one magic level where IPAs are not necessary. And it's not so much even that they're extremely necessary, because I believe there's diamonds out there, double diamonds, that will be able to maintain that level of success and, for quite a while, just focusing on leadership. But really, in order to keep that fresh blood in your veins and that excitement for Plexus, I really get it most from new ambassadors who join my team and who I'm working with on a personal level, and just that kind of honeymoon phase that they start out in, and the excitement that I just feed off of that. And so I think IPAs, income producing activities every day, is one thing that I've learned that is extremely, extremely beneficial.
Awesome. Well, that's it. That's what we got. How cool is that? So, thank you very much for being here. I truly appreciate the time. Miss Sapphire Ambassador Whitney Warr. How cool is that? So, first of all, as always, here at Fun with Plexus, don't forget to subscribe down below. And then, next week, you gotta come back, because we're gonna be doing another amazing shake recipe, and we're gonna be doing upstairs in the kitchen, and I'll give you a little hint, it's gonna have pumpkin in it. So, right? How cool is that? So, as always, here at Fun with Plexus, let's have some fun with this sucker!